We can't just stand up anymore.
He should have a long time ago. He's not talented. I mean, he's not good.
No, they weren't making any money from him, and this was an opportunity for them to get rid of him. It's nothing. It's
all late night shows are going away.
Always the money.
Mm-hmm.
Got to roar up, screaming, and link arms. All of us. This thing is coming for all of us. This is a ancient evil. It is shooting its shot right now. It's
ancient evil.
Okay. What's the ancient evil he's talking about? Getting canceled?
I think he's out of his mind.
Yeah. What the fuck is he talking about? Does he not know? Has he not paid attention to America for the last 8 years and all the people that lost their jobs and livelihood because of shit they say? Good Lord.
Did you ask if the ancient evil was Dracula, Dave? If you said that, that's funny.
I said that.
Did you? Okay.
It's about the message. It's about the message.
Yeah, it's NPC behavior, right?
Sees its window, and it's trying again. It's always going to try. We're always going to have to fight it. This is our time to fight it. And please, I can already see in the comments. Imagine in the comments people going, "Oh, you're this West Coast elite."
Yeah.
Who always has to? He also always has to say something so that he gets hired. He's always trying to say something so that he's on the correct side or he's on the right team. I mean, this is how these fucking people think.
Plus, he's dehumanizing it by calling it now.
It, right.
Dude's a douchebag.
That's dumb.
Right now, I'm traveling to Austin today. I was in Raleigh last week. I'll be in Ohio next month. I'll be in
You don't live there,
Milwaukee, I'll be in Wisconsin. I travel all over the country. I love traveling this country. I love this country, and I love meeting all the people here. And I meet.
What the fuck is going on in the background? By the way, is he
some meat getting cut or something?
I don't know. It's like they closed at 10 o'clock and it's 10:30, and this motherfucker won't leave. And everybody's like moving the chairs behind him.
They're fucking vacuuming him around his ass. Fuck out of here.
People every day, every weekend doing comedy, and I know this is not what they voted for. Maybe they thought they were voting.
Yes. No. Yes, that's
you're wrong about that.
You're wrong, dude.
Not tired of winning. This is what I voted for.
For something else, I know this is not what they were voting for, and everyone that's been saying, "Oh, I supported Trump, but this isn't what I voted for." Well, now's your time to actually show that. Okay, please.
Right, nobody's saying that.
This is an awesome country. And we're handing it over to frightened, short-sighted. I don't even know what these people are.
I don't even know what these people are.
An ancient evil, Pat. Remember?
Targets. We just fucking found out.
Just the Lovecraftian party that's apparently in power.
I'm getting so tired of the fucking lying. Oh, Republicans are the ones that are killing everybody. Time after time after time after time, it's some left-wing wacko.
I don't think he's lying, though. I think he thinks he's telling the truth.
I mean, these people need to stop fucking drinking blood of kids or whatever the fuck they're doing.
Oh, Jesus.
God damn.
Allegedly, Derek. I'm not looking to get sued.
Yeah, allegedly. Right.
Allegedly.
I'll get Dave sued.
Jesus Christ. I don't know who that guy was. He's a Hollywood guy. He made a movie with you fuckers. Go after him. Oh, we can't go after him.
Drinking the blood of children in Minecraft.
At least I have plausible deniability. I can say I'm not Julio. I'm Red Julio. I'm a different Julio.
We're handing it over to the wrong people, and equally great countries have been handed over to frightened, petty people, and we got to stop it. And
you know what?
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I am so sick of this shit too, Derek. Fuck you. We've given you guys so many chances to try and convince us why, we're wrong. At least we listen half the time to what they're saying. They don't even listen to us, Julio. They ain't got no time to hear our side of the story.
They want us Minecraft.
Yeah.
They want us gone.
Yeah, they want us all gone.
Well, it's yes.
And, if every Republican left the country tomorrow, this country would die. Nobody could run a fucking thing. They wouldn't know what to do.
How? I mean, I lived in California for 10 years, if we let them do whatever they wanted, every state would be California. And how successful is California right now? It's not. It's a fucking nightmare. Like, why would we hand over the country to somebody that can't manage a state? It's fucking dumb. It's dumb.
California's go ahead.
What I always say is if you really think that the Republicans are so bad, think of all the people who voted Republican and ask yourself, why is it they see you as worse?
Yeah.
It's like there's no room for self-reflection whatsoever. There's no room for anybody saying, well, what is it they're seeing about me? I mean, and Jonathan Haidt's got a really great book on called The Righteous Mind, How Good People Differ on Politics and Religion. And on the left especially, there is such an issue with them being able to put themselves in the shoes of Republicans and try and see things from their point of view. Republicans are able to do it more easily than the left is able to do it, because the Republicans, if you look at like moral foundations, there are like 6 different moral foundations that you can base a value system on. Kind of like there's 5 flavors that your tongue can detect, and so if you're not like trying to appeal to those 5 flavors, you're kind of just pissing in the wind.
Yeah,
you need to appeal to what your actual taste buds respond to, and there are 6 moral foundations that are the same way. Republicans, or conservatives, I should say, respond to all 6. But if you take people on the left, there are 2 that they respond to very strongly, and the rest are almost vestigial in them. So when Republicans are looking at the point of view of the left, they're looking at what the left is feeling from those 2 particular points of view and saying, okay, I see where you're coming from. But when the left looks at the Republicans, it's like somebody who's colorblind trying to understand what the other person is seeing and saying, well, these things make no difference. It's all just about these 2 things, the 2 colors that I can see.
Yeah.
See, the problem is now the people, like when I cast my vote, I cast it for my kids. Like, who do I think will be better for the future of my children? And sometimes the choices aren't that great. I would argue the choices weren't that great last time, but I picked the one I thought was best. But I think that Republicans are getting to the point, or the right is, they're just done trying to explain this shit to the left. And like, we don't know what to do now. Like, they won't listen. They're out of control.
They fight everything. They don't want to like, if we suggest it, it can't be good. That's the point, right?
Right. Trump could cure cancer and they wouldn't take the shot.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
Well, and I mean, a prime example is this whole thing with Jimmy Kimmel. Okay. So I worked briefly for about a year at a TV station, real small, PAX television station in Michigan. And there is national spots, and then there's like Joe's Produce or Jimmy's Steak Shop that are also buying advertising, and that's half of the advertising budget that they were getting is these small mom and pop places that are for local advertising, because those guys can't afford to be on prime time. That's what your main corporate advertising's for, is for the 8 o'clock hour or the 10 o'clock hour or whatever it is. So when these little independent stations basically said, we're not down with playing what Jimmy Kimmel has to say. Oh, it's a First Amendment right. It's this. These people don't know what the fuck they're talking about at all. It has everything to do with Jimmy's produce department that doesn't have the money, and then the money that they do want to spend, they're not going to put it on fucking Jimmy Kimmel. It's like, get him out of here. Like, we don't fucking want to deal with all that shit. It's all about money.
Here's my hot take is I don't think he should have been fired for what he said. But I think they let him go because he wasn't generating any income. And this was an opening for them to do that.
You can't. Okay. You're a First Amendment absolutist, right?
No, well, I mean, you can't yell fire in a crowded movie house.
You can't advocate for somebody getting fucking murdered and call it First
literally do it, Julio. You can do it. It's not against the law.
Because
I watched Good Logic last night with Jim, right? And everybody was all up in arms saying, oh, he edited that interview with Donald Trump, and that's not really what he said. And then they looked into it, and I'm like, oh, what is actually what he said? So it was all just people, I don't know.
But you can't go on national TV and lie. There are licenses that you have to keep some sort of what do they call it? Something about you have to keep the peace with the public or something, and that's part of having your license. But because people have been kowtowing to the left so much, it's been so watered down to 90-10, 90 to the left and 10% to the right. And then once the right puts their foot down on one issue, it's a problem. And that's exactly what it is.
What did he lie about? What did he lie about?
Well, he was calling the guy MAGA. And they'd already had the reports the day before that the guy had left wing this, and he had a girl. He has a boyfriend that dresses up like a furry. I mean, he completely was like, facts don't matter. I'm just going to put whatever I want. You can't do that.
Okay. Well, I'm glad he's gone. I didn't think he was funny. He was pretty useless. So.
I guarantee they're in the back. They're in the back rooms right now trying to figure out how to save face so that he can go back on the air. Guaranteed. If
I don't
he
think he is, dude.
he needs to donate to save the whales or whatever the fuck he needs to do.
I don't think he is.
Save the whales.
There's plenty of people, the thing is, there's plenty of people on the left where if somebody were to take that person out, then I would be like, that shouldn't have happened. But at the same time, I don't miss that person. Well, but still, you're saying that shouldn't have happened.
Right.
That is the big problem here. That is the big difference that's going on, is that what we're hearing from the left is that
they're laughing about it, dude.
Because so-and-so had these views, then this action was justified. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, you have to start from the baseline that this particular action is never justified. That's the whole point of our political system, is to be able to resolve these kinds of conflicts without having to resort to violence.
It's gotten. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
It's just, what we want to see from the left is not anything along the lines of, oh, well, we thought that person was so great, or we thought that person was, had reasonable views or anything like that. You can talk about that person as terribly as you want, but at least acknowledge that this is something that should not have happened to Charlie Kirk, something that
they didn't even do that at all.
Martin Luther King Jr. That should not have happened to the two Democrats who lost their lives in, I don't know what it was, Minnesota or something, the Hortmans.
Or Scalise at the softball fucking practice.
Exactly. Yeah. Just say this. Just say this is something we will not stand for. This is something we will not accept, as opposed to, well, with those views, they just had it coming.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
because that's easily turned right back around.
Oh, dude, that opens the door to so much violence. Like,
it's one of those things that's a dog whistle too.
If Charlie Kirk is a threat to America, Rachel Maddow better watch her back. Like, she's bad for this.
They don't have to have security. That's the thing. The right does. The left can walk around like it's all great and everything's all happy.
Well, because the right isn't going out to look to kill commentators. They just turn the channel or they laugh at them and make videos about it.
How many riots happened when Charlie Kirk died? How many riots actually happened? None.
Actually, one last night in New York at Central Park. BLM marched and threatened to kill white people.
But not in the right. Those aren't right from people from the right.
Oh, well, I mean, it was a riot.
If it wasn't for January 6th, we could still basically say that, the right never is not the rioting kind.
January 6th was a live action troll.
Yeah, basically.
I watched it live. It was actually funny while it was happening.
And
the way that the Supreme Court, or not to the Capitol Police who got their asses beat. It was not funny to them.
The way that these people think is like, for example, if I got into the comic book game, Mike, and I wanted to have you, I wanted you to review my comic, and then you're busy doing other things, and then I make another comic. And then I make another comic. And then I go on Twitter and say, Mike, I got some comics. Mike, I got some comics. Mike, eventually you're going to pay attention to me. That's how these people think. That if I blow the dog whistle, somebody's going to pay attention to me. And that's what they're helping. They want some psychopath to answer that call. And every single time it happens, some psychopath answers the call.
And what's upsetting about the divisiveness in the country is it's hitting families too. And I can speak this from personal experience. My youngest daughter is super lefty. She's 21. She should be, kinda, I guess. And there are things I say sometimes to her that well, you can't say that. I'm like, I'm your dad. I say whatever the hell I want. But it's sad. And I had to give her a speech. I'm like, this is all bullshit. I've been around a while. I've seen this happen over and over and over again. It should never get in the way of family. We're a family. We're all on the same team. And it makes me sad when I hear people like, well, I'm not talking to my right-wing brother anymore or my left-wing sister. I'm like, come on.
Right.
You know, this will all pass. Your family will still be there. Oh, this is good.
What we did.
Yeah, this is good. I'd seen
canceling Jimmy Kimmel is hypocritical. We talk about free speech, and then when someone says something we don't like, we cancel them. It's not consistent with our values. And I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. You kicked me in the balls, I gouge out your fucking eyes. I'm not doing some Dave Portnoy explanation on why this is consistent. It's hypocritical. We're hypocritical. This is a fucking war. Fuck you. You got me fired, I get you fired. It's like I say to my daughter's boyfriend, you make her cry, I make you cry. We're making you cry now, motherfuckers. This is who post-Molly Jimmy needs to suffer. And we're making him fucking suffer. And we're going to make them all suffer. The gloves are off. We're hypocrites now. You made your bed. You're fucking lying in it. And other colloquialisms such as that. What we did in canceling Jimmy Kimmel is hypocritical.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I like that. You like that, Derek?
Partially.
Well, who's the hypocrite? Are they saying we're hypocrites? And he's trying to say, no, we're not hypocrites. Fuck you guys. You know what I mean? Like,
well, he's thinking it's eye for an eye. No, it's not. It's not a First Amendment issue. It's a money issue, and people don't want to pay for garbage.
Yeah.
So there's a difference. Like, if I go 20 years, I'm like, oh, Dave did this 20 years ago. That's cancel culture. But if you're saying dumb shit on your TV station and I'm paying advertising dollars for, and I don't want anything to fucking do with that, that's a problem. That's a business problem. That's not a First Amendment problem. And that's exactly what's happened. The FCC guy basically said, it's up to you guys. And then all those stations fucking said, yeah, we're out. We're done. And then Disney finally came out and said, yeah, okay, we'll back off. Jimmy, kick rocks.
Dave, I've got that Emmy Awards. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So this has been going around the interwebs. This is the Nielsen ratings from 2010 to 2025. Mr. Jimmy Kimmel, who's the lowest one that nobody gives a fuck about.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Howard Stern's best friend. That's why he keeps that job.
Possibly. But notice on the bottom here when the highest ratings for these three shows have been. Every time Trump is in office. Otherwise, they don't give a shit. So they use it for a platform to destroy Trump because all the other times nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, I'll play devil's advocate. I don't believe what I'm about to say, but TV as a whole, the ratings have been dropping everywhere. Nobody watches TV anymore except for 65-year-old men who scream at CNN.
Yeah, but at least this is 14 years of fucking evidence, dude.
Yeah.
No,
it's not like 5 years. It's 14.
Yeah, it's not like a very small sample size for sure, yeah.
But what I'm saying is you can take this data and pull it out to all shows on TV, and the line would look about the same, I would think. I could be wrong. What do people watch on TV? I watch football. That's it.
They're still making sitcoms that people watch.
I guess.
I would watch out of Redneck SG1 myself.
I do approve of AI Amanda Tapping.
She looked awesome, dude.
She looked awesome in real life. She was a fucking hot.
Claudia Black there too.
I did.
Yeah, she looked pretty good.
Sure.
But they got what's his name, Dean, the main actor. They got him down well, dude. Like
Richard Dean Anderson.
Yeah, Richard Dean Anderson. Yeah, they did a great job on him. What's up, Jimmy? Good to see you, buddy.
AI is the devil, by the way. Let me just throw that in there.
I know, man. They made those chicks look somewhat real. Like,
yeah.
I miss
Overall.
SG1. There is no way today's Hollywood wouldn't fuck it up. They tried to start it back up. Yeah, I know, man. Like, remember what they did that Stargate.
Universe.
Oh,
Yeah, they did it.
That one was my jam back in the day. I
Yeah, I heard
loved
that.
Stargate Universe.
Wasn't
That's
that more of an exploration show? Like,
Well, the premise of that show was that
Was that
there
the one with Jason Momoa?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That was the one with Robert Carlyle and I don't know who this, a lot of the rest of the ones were. But that was the one where basically a whole bunch of people at this one particular Stargate location, they had an emergency and they had to dial whatever they could in order to get the hell out of there before the place exploded. And so all of these civilians and military personnel crammed through the Stargate, and they wound up on this ship that's like on the other freaking side of the galaxy. And they don't know how to control the ship. They don't know how to, steer it in the direction they wanted to go. And it's almost like Star Trek Voyager, where they're on this, ship that they're trying to get home on. And, they're just trying to figure out how the hell to survive and get home at the same time. So I think they had 2 seasons of that. And it was a really good show. And I've actually got a comic book volume that's supposed to be season 3. And I got a video queued up that I downloaded to my phone. I haven't watched yet. That's also supposed to say, here's what's supposed to happen in season 3, but I need to rewatch the series before I read or watch either of those.
Dave, were you into Stargate? Did you watch Stargate?
SG1. I watched the entire fucking catalog of the original series in about 4 months, about 2 years ago, dude. I fucking love it, man. Like it's up there as and there's better seasons than others, of course, obviously, but I like how they did it. How they kind of tried to work in conspiracy theory stuff, like, okay, maybe we did have a Stargate to get to these places that showed us how to do stuff or whatever, right? And then I liked when they brought in the final 2 seasons of people from Farscape. Yeah. But then I think they made a Stargate after that with Jason Momoa. I had
it. Atlantis? Wasn't there a Stargate Atlantis or something?
Yeah, but I never watched it. I own it. I'm like, well, I like Stargate too much. I don't want to get fucking. And I never heard of Stargate Universe.
Yeah, Stargate Universe is really good.
Yeah, Jason Momoa was in Stargate Atlantis.
Yeah, but that's where he got his his real big prominence in Hollywood, right? Because the show did well for, what was it, Sci-Fi Network or something?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, sci-fi show. It's some of the best television out there. The first 2 seasons were on Skinamax. So
Skinamax. That's right.
Good old Skinamax.
Yep.
We've got our boy. We've got our boy Mike here, right? And we thought that Julio knew music, right?
No, Mike crushed me in the trivia. It wasn't even close.
Oh, the startup
intro stuff. Yeah,
an absolute
it
travesty.
was a slaughter. Yeah,
I was humbled.
Stargate the movie was cool as heck. I agree. I like the one. I like the movie.
I didn't watch the show, but I love the movie.
I liked the first sequence, like right up to where they activate the Stargate for the first time. Couldn't care less for the rest of the movie after that.
I thought it was a cool movie. You should
Some
check out.
movies are like that, where you have like the opening sequence of the movie is something you could just watch over and over again, even if you don't watch the rest of the movie.
What do you remember about Close to the Encounters of the Third Kind? The fucking scene with the organs, right? That's what you remember.
I remember Richard Dreyfuss playing with his mashed potatoes. That's what I remember from that movie. Filming the Devil's Tower out of it.
My 2 guilty pleasure scenes at the beginning of the movies are the Star Trek with the J.J. Abrams remake and Transformers, the first one.
Mike, I swear to God, when you say guilty pleasure, it was Star Trek 2009. The first sequence is so good.
Yeah.
I agree. I like the whole movie. What do you think of that? I thought it was good.
Yeah, I don't know if I've really watched it again since I saw it, and I only saw Star Trek Into Darkness the one time. I did like actually the third movie, Star Trek Beyond.
I
thought that was
tried.
pretty good.
I tried. I'm a huge Star Trek nerd, and a lot of the Star Trek nerds love Beyond. I watched it 4 times. I don't know. It didn't click with me.
So Stargate Universe had 2 seasons, huh?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
2009. So it's pretty pre-woke. So I might have to check that out. You guys remember Sequest?
That was a great
remember the show. I never watched it though.
That was a really good show. Who was the lead in that?
Yes, Roy
plush?
Scheider.
Okay, right, Roy Scheider. Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that.
Like an
now.
underwater Star Trek, basically.
Yeah, dude, we can go way back to like Baba Black Sheep and all that shit too. Remember those shows?
Ooh,
They
way
were-
back.
Yeah, World War II bomber pilots going on missions every week to fucking bomb the Nazis. That was pretty good.
Bring back episodic TV.
Yes.
I don't want to have to watch 4, 5 shows before I watch this show. Just drop me in, give me a story, and then I'm out.
I don't want to. I don't want to have to watch the first 5 episodes and know what's going on in this episode. I want to turn on like Law and Order. We used to. No, there's a guy that killed somebody, and these guys are going to prove it or not prove it this week.
That's why I love the original Star Trek with Kirk. You could just watch any of them. Doesn't matter if you've seen the other ones,
right?
For the most part.
The kid in Sequest killed himself.
No, really? Oh.
In Minecraft?
No, apparently in real life Minecraft. No, that was on every Sunday night. I remember I watched it when it was out. It was like one of my favorite show when it was out. Love Sequest, DSV. That's too bad.
I got to remember this. I got to go to Amazon real quick and fucking add it to my favorites.
Yeah, I think you would like it.
No.
Oh, be nice to the dog.
Oh my god, he's just whining. Just like stop whining. All my little dogs got haircuts today.
Really?
And, oh yeah, they look awesome. Like they were nasty. And now they're all needy. They all want to be held and petted. It's like I got 4 dogs at my feet right now, just fucking begging.
Well, they're probably bitching because they don't have enough fur now. Like they're dogs. We need the fur. The fuck?
Let's see where they at. There's Scout. Winnie.
Dog there.
You know. There's my boy. There's Winnie or Mina.
There's your Playboy magazine.
So there's Mina. There's Winnie.
No sold. No sold.
I know. No, I know. But I saw it.
Ouch. See this goddamn dog? She's climbing up my legs.
Oh, they love you, Dave. That's nice.
Oh, she's
Sign of a
like
good person.
Yeah. All we do is hang out together. That's all we do.
There were certain types of people my German Shepherds didn't like. I trusted the German Shepherds.
Right.
Are they of the melanin?
I don't know. I'm just saying there were certain. Well, maybe. Sort of.
We had a husky when I was growing up. He was very, very conscious. Scout, you need to
You
go.
don't like the melanin?
I don't think my German Shepherds like the melon.
Right. There was a
like
weird adventure aqua show for kids called Ocean Girl. Never heard of that one, Plush.
Never heard of that either.
Put your pants on, Dave. I've always got my pants on.
I, on the other hand, no.
You need to stop. Go get your food. Go get your water. Leave me alone.
Oh, so Ocean Girl is Australian, which is maybe why we haven't heard of it.
Have never heard of it.
Yeah.
So, like, what is this? Social Justice League.
Yeah.
What is it?
So you were talking about how like everything that comes out now has to have like the lesbian relationship or the gay or the trans character, and this was something that I pointed out was happening in DC Comics.
We need to make lesbians great again. Remember back in the day when you'd see like 2 hot chicks making out and you're like, fuck yeah. That's awesome. No fun anymore.
But you know what they weren't doing? Promoting to the fucking 12-year-olds why being gay is the best thing they could ever do in their life, or why taking off your body part to trans yourself over to another sex might be the right decision for you because you had a bad weekend. I mean, this is how fucking sick it is.
Yeah, they weren't wearing flannel shirts and listening to the Indigo Girls.
Oh,
either.
no.
They were hot. They were lesbians for hire, baby.
four non-blondes or five non-blondes or whatever it was.
Right.
You're non-blondes, yeah.
This is back in my really primitive time when I didn't know what the hell I was doing with
Oh, I love
PowerPoint
this.
or anything else.
Last week we did Dave's old Excel videos, so this is good.
Oh, my old spreadsheets, yeah.
Yeah, spreadsheet videos, so this is good. PowerPoint stuff.
Welcome to a new series that I am calling The Creeping Rainbow in Comics.
I like how he's in a recliner rocking back and forth. Oh my god.
Hey, your audio.
Comfortable doing this video. He's comfortable.
Just waiting for a better mic and a cigar to pop out.
Grandpa Mike.
Mike looks like he needs a cigar or a grandkid in his lap. Let's talk about Social Justice League.
You should have Vivaldi playing in the background.
Representation in comic books over.
Looks like Mike has a nice house, though. See that? Nice entryway. Got the glass doors. Living large.
Years. And this is not the episode that I actually thought I was going to be starting with. But once you get into the subject matter, you'll see why I felt compelled to start here. What I really wanted to do with this series is just go through some of the favorite instances of my childhood growing up as a comics books reader. I've been reading comic books for over 40 years. And I wanted to focus on some of the characters, some of the highlights that where it came to LGBTQ representation. And by the way, for the sake of brevity, I'm just going to start calling them queer characters from here on out because LGBTQ is just way too many letters to keep reciting. So when we're talking about queer representation in comic books, it's been a fair sprinkling over the few decades, but recently it's really ramped up. You see a lot more queer characters in comic books than you did before. And when I saw the cover photo for DC's Dark Crisis #1, I knew I had to do a video because if you're not familiar with these characters, I mean, certainly you probably see the resemblance to the standard Justice League's worth of characters. This is on the right, you have Superman, but this is not Clark Kent. This is John Kent, his son. The Wonder Woman here is Yara Flor, who is a Brazilian Amazon, I believe. The Batman featured here, if you recall the character of Lucius Fox, who you might be more familiar with from the Christopher Nolan movies, in which he was portrayed by Morgan Freeman. This is his son, Jace Fox, who has taken up the mantle of Batman. The Green Lantern in the background is Jo Mullein. She's a human Green Lantern who originally represented an alien far sector, hence being the lead character of that title. And then in the back, you've got Jackson Hyde, who is the new Aquaman. Now, DC hasn't officially replaced all of these characters with these particular new characters. This is kind of a potential future of the Justice League that is coming. It's kind of an oncoming thing. They originally introduced these characters after they broke ground on a new kind of multiverse with their series Infinite Frontier. And they introduced these particular characters in the titles under the banner Future State. And some of these characters have been around for a while. John Kent has been in the Superman titles for a while. Jackson Hyde has been Aqualad for a while. But the upgrades that they've gotten to being Superman and Aquaman is just a more recent thing. Now, if you're not familiar with these characters, and hopefully I've gotten you at least a little up to speed on them, what you also might not know is that you've got a lot of LGBTQ representation here. You've got Jackson Hyde, who is gay. You've got Jo Mullein, who is bisexual. And you've got John Kent, who is bisexual. Now, this is 60% of this new Justice League, who I've jokingly referred to as the Social Justice League, largely on account of this overrepresentation here. You've got 60% of the Justice League being gay. And not only that, but not pictured here is a non-binary Flash by the name of Jess Chambers. And if you include Jess Chambers with these three queer characters, then you've got 2/3 of the Justice League.
Dave, can you hit pause, please? I have a question for Mike.
Wonder Woman, to my knowledge.
Why would they do this? Who are they catering to?
That's part of what the video is going to address.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Yep.
This Yara Flor character is not herself queer, but on the other hand, Princess Diana, the original Wonder Woman, is, according to official statements by DC Comics writer Greg Rucka, who's been a longtime writer of Wonder Woman. And in 2016, he officially confirmed via statements that Wonder Woman is now considered a queer character. She is bisexual. And even though DC has not made use of her bisexuality in the mainstream Wonder Woman titles, in alternate world titles like Dark Knights of Steel and a current comic in the DC universe, Elseworlds banner, she is in a relationship with a Supergirl type character. Now, Batman so far is heterosexual. However, in the mainstream DC universe, they have decided to queer a Robin. This is Tim Drake, the third Robin, who has recently been revealed to be bisexual. And if you think this is a picture of him wiping his mouth after a date with his boyfriend, shame on you. Shame on you. So here's the question that I really want to ask is, why is there this stunning overrepresentation of LGBTQ characters in the DC Universe's Justice League? Because you got to realize, in the normal population of the planet, we're talking about what, 5% of the population of Earth is queer? And yet you've got a representation of like 2/3 in the DC Justice League. Why is that? Well, I think it goes towards something that the writer of The Madness of Crowds, Douglas Murray, mentioned in an interview. He said, in our culture at the moment, we've got this strange thing. To be heterosexual is to be rather disappointing, rather bland. In other words, it's a shame you have nothing to say for yourself. Unlike the magical fairy pixie dust gay people who sprinkle fabulousness and wondrousness everywhere they go, livening up an otherwise benighted heterosexual world. This is really the language of better, not of equal. And before you go off saying, oh, what a homophobe, Douglas Murray is himself gay.
Julio, I'm feeling like I want to watch a movie tonight. So I'm going to say this to the chat. If we get 5 $10 super chats, I'm going to stay up and we're going to watch Masters of the Universe.
The Dolph Lundgren one?
Yes. There's nothing better, dude. This is Julio's jam.
Plenty better.
We're talking B-movie garbage. It's what we do.
Don't know.
Oh, yeah.
He's just stating the position of gay activists using the language of better.
I'll just sit in the stream and watch it myself.
What else are superheroes except people who are supposed to be better, not equal? These are the people who are supposed to be a cut above. And now that we have gone from a world in which we once understood how everyone was supposed to be, which was either a man or a woman with all the properties associated to each and straight. That is a perfect world if everyone were free of sexuality and gender imperfections. This is the kind of world you would have. But nowadays, this is associated with being dead-brained, with being bland. This is a nothing kind of world. It's not fun. It's not sparkly. In order to liven things up a bit, you have to throw in all of the sexual things that can really go wrong. You've got genderqueer, you've got androgynous, you've got intersex, you've got homosexual and bisexual. Oh, but let's not limit ourselves to putting these things on a spectrum as if these things are on opposite poles. Let's divide them up into maleness and femaleness. And now you can just basically say that every person is some combination of masculine and feminine traits. It's just a matter of how much the masculine is expressed in you and how much the feminine is expressed in you.
Watch some Dolph Lundgren terrible acting.
Now, this apparently isn't even really good enough because it leaves out the possibility of other genders. So now you not only have to account for femaleness and maleness, you now have to account for otherness. And this is a more enlightened, this is a brighter universe. And then, of course, you can...
God, this feels like a Homath video.
I think it's great.
I think
it's Mike Math.
That is a compliment.
Yeah, I think Homath watched this and was like, I like this Partika guy.
Yeah. I'm going to steal his bit.
Let's steal his bit. Whoa, Doc giving 10 memberships. Jimmy, you received a membership. Yars Nav, Kit Fisto,
you get
80. Jonas Olson, William Welburn, G-Man 73, Camelot.
See,
Camelot.
See, gifting memberships, it's like the reveal invisibility spell.
What that tells me, he's been in my chat.
Right. That's my point.
Wow. Chris went on my other stream and called me gay last night.
Right.
G-H-E-Y or G-A-Y?
Gay.
Oh, gay. He called me gay on my bourbon stream with my other YouTube bourbon guys. It was the best thing ever, dude. It was the best because it's reality, right? Like, so that's 10 memberships. We're only one $10 super chat from watching a movie.
That was nice of whoever did
very
that.
nice of both of them. So yeah, let's get back to Mike. And this is Homath for fucking
nerds.
Well, hold on. I have a
What's that, Julio?
I had a question. I thought Mike brought up a good point. Is that being straight is just boring. It doesn't get you any attention. Everybody's looking for attention nowadays.
That's
no one more than this person.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
God, hideous.
Oh, I got a video for you, but go ahead.
Scorpio says, I need to change my account on here to a normal one so I can start getting these memberships. Or you could buy a $10 membership and we'll watch a movie. How about that? Said another way, being straight is normal, right? Like I was talking to, I was talking last night to Brian after the stream, and we were talking about worst and best presidents in my lifetime. And Obama's the worst president of my lifetime. Not even close, right? He's the worst. And the best, is it Reagan? Is it Trump? My argument against Reagan is he naturalized a bunch of illegal aliens, right? Yep. He did do that, and he also closed all the mental institutions. He closed them down, and he let the drug companies take care of our sick, mentally deranged people. So that was a problem for me with Reagan. Trump doesn't want to go to war, and Brian said, well, Reagan didn't go to war either. I said, no, but he did support Iran-Contra. He did do that. He was willing to overthrow governments on the sly without making him look like he was a warmonger, right? He did do that. So to me, I think what I really love about Trump is I think he just generally loves America, Derek. That's my thing with Trump. I think he's a true patriot because he made everything he did, he got from this country. His money, and his dad, he was a builder, then he became a builder, and I just think that he's one of the most, like, the Bushes were not patriots, they were pieces of shit.
That big oil money's been through the Bushes family forever.
Yeah,
so they don't give a shit unless they're getting money from the big oil,
and crushing Iran and Saudi Arabia is in their fucking best interest.
And why do you think going to war for the Bushes? Because guess what's used? Gas and oil. Hey.
Oh, Reagan did the amnesty. Yeah, that was a problem, right?
Yeah, that was not good. I love Reagan otherwise.
Right. Well, yeah. I don't like that he closed mental institutions, Julio. I just don't. And my point of this is these trans people, they're actually mentally, there's something wrong with their brain. They need to talk to somebody. Not talk to a doctor and give them a bunch of drugs to help them grow titties or, shrink their dick. Either way, right? Like, we need to figure this out, and we need to talk to them and say, what is your issue? What is wrong with you?
Well, I think back in the day, people would tell them, what you want to do? What the fuck is wrong with you? Whereas now it's accepted. I'm not saying either way is right or wrong. I don't care what people do on their own.
Why do you think there was a big push for don't body shame people, don't gay shame people, don't do all this other shaming? Because all they did was whittle people down so that they don't shame anybody, and then all of a sudden it's like they start whipping dicks out, and it's like, oh, you're not supposed to shame people now. I mean, it's all a ploy. It's all a ploy, and people fall right into it every fucking time.
Well, I think we can all agree that the face on the screen has issues of some sort.
God,
I think that's
very punchable face.
Well, yeah. Make shame great again. Yeah. Make bullying a thing again. Make these things all made us what we are. And look, guys that had brothers, they bullied their little brothers, right? That's just the way it went. Toughen up, you little shit. I didn't have a brother, but I had a sister. But I also had a dad that would fucking whip my ass if I fucked up. Like, literally, get the belt, dummy. Let's go. Go get the belt. And
get the belt, dummy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you did that, you stupid ass, go get the belt. And I'd pick the weakest belt in the closet. He said, no, go get the belt. I'm like, shit.
I'm not necessarily a fan of that. I think beating your kids is what you do when you're not smart enough to figure out another way to handle it.
He doesn't beat you, dude. He spanks your ass, and you it's better than getting grounded. I'm going to tell you right now.
I agree with that.
Okay?
I agree.
I'd rather have a spanking than a grounding every fucking time. Like, would you rather like going to jail or take a punch in the face? Punch me right in the motherfucking face. I'm not going to jail. Okay,
Let's get it over with.
There's
Yeah,
actually an article called or opinion column called "Bring Back Flogging."
Well,
Dude, my parents had to sign a form at school saying that the school principal could spank you in school back in the 70s and 80s. They were allowed to spank you if your parents signed the form.
Do you get spanked by one of them?
I will say this. My dad and mom never let that happen because they didn't know that prick who was in charge of the school, and he just might be a power hungry idiot that might want to spank kids for no reason or over spank kids. Like they weren't beating me, dude. Like they just spanked your ass and said, "Hey, you shouldn't have done that to your sister." Okay.
Well, I mean, it's just like anything else. Like who wants to get spanked? So think about what you did, and next time don't get spanked.
Right. Oh, I
mean, that's the point of it. It's
you know,
okay, here's the line. Yeah.
Right.
It's everybody has a different upbringing. Like I had 4 kids. I never hit any of them. Didn't need to. I just read
by
the
the
text
way,
that's
by
on
the
this
way,
PowerPoint.
I have to write down
Annoying.
docs. I have to write down docs memberships, and I have to write down Jimmy's super chat because they get 2 ducks and a ticket for Jimmy for Monday night stream, and Doc gets 6 ducks and 3 tickets for that $30.
Damn it. Dave, is there any other night that you're streaming and doing duck races, Dave? Is it just Mondays or is there a new night?
Well, no. Next Thursday, I will be doing another live stream. And the only reason this is happening is because Bourbon and Balls is on vacation. And they actually hit me up and said, "Hey, Dave, if you want to take our time slot, feel free. It'll help you grow." And I'm like, first of all, thanks. But second of all, like, I didn't know there were time slots on the internet. I thought you just stream when you want to.
Aha, I agree.
However, there is a lot of respect between these bourbon channels, Julio, and it's really funny. Like, oh, this guy streams at night. We don't cross over with him.
That's what I always said we should have done, Dave.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this.
Yeah, well,
the etiquette's fine, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's a Saturday night and me and the boys happen to be home and we want to fire up a fucking bourbon stream, I don't care who's on. We're going to do a bourbon stream. It doesn't matter.
No, you should.
So let me write down Jimmy. And
While you're writing that down, if I can shill, Frames and Rhythm, Tuesdays at 8, Sundays at 7.
Yes. Oh, at 7 now on Sundays?
I had to clear out my football schedule, so we reworked it.
So you're going to miss Sunday night football.
This Sunday at noon, following Sunday 7.
Oh, so you're rotating for your football schedule. It's normally at noon on Sundays, right?
Next week is the last noon show. After that, it'll be 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Jimmy the Lumberjack, 1 ticket, 2 ducks. The duck races are fun. They're fucking fun. Dude.
They're amazing. I love the duck races. I don't even like bourbon, and I tune in for the duck races. I like it better when I won.
You don't like bourbon until you get free bourbon sent to your house, or you
I
get
don't go buy it. I just wait to win a duck race.
Right. Doc has 3 tickets and 6 ducks. Woo! Doc's already in the lead for Monday night's stream. And this month's bottle raffle is Michter's 10-year rye. That bottle retails for about $249. So your $5 or no, your $10 gets you a ticket. But every week on the bourbon stream, we do free samples. Like this week, Julio, or last night, too bad you missed it because last night was Eagle Rare 10, Eagle Rare 12, Eagle Rare 17, and William LaRue Weller. The 17 and the Weller are what they call B-Tech from Buffalo Trace. It's their highest level. And I had to send out 3 separate samples of that last night because we had so many ducks. Yeah, that was a great prize, dude. Last night was a great prize for your $5 duck.
Michter is awesome. Out of all the samples that I've gotten from winning duck races, Detling and Michter are the 2 ones that I'm like, ooh
yeah, shit. And I do know that Detling is available in Maryland. So
okay.
It's actually a state that Detling ships to. And I was talking to Mike last night on the stream, and he said he was in a store in Maryland, like in the Baltimore area, just south of Baltimore. between DC and Baltimore. And he says, man, I went in the store. The guy's, walking me through the store, showing me the bourbon. And he said, oh my God, there's Detling. And he just grabbed the bottle just out of instinct because you can't find it. He's like, yeah, let me get that. It's like $59.
All right. Next time I go to visit my buddy in Hagerstown, I will see if the liquor store there has it.
Yeah, just hit Google, man. Hit Google, hit liquor stores near me. There'll be like 6 of them and go check them out.
Right on.
And Montgomery County, Maryland has ABC stores. So they're controlled pricing. So they're not going to overcharge you on anything. I found that out last night too. Scorpio, like you were so close last night.
Yeah.
On that last race. Oh my God. And then last night, the bottle we fucking raffled during the live stream was a Stag 25A, Jimmy. Last night, I raffled off my second bottle of Stag 20, and I just bought the 2 bottles Monday, Julio. Mm-hmm. And me and Alex tried them on Monday night on the stream. You saw it when the stream started. That's how we started the stream. It ruined the rest of the fucking bottles that we tasted that night. And I didn't think it would, but those, I promise you, those 4 that we tried after that, we could probably go back this week and love them. But that night after drinking the Stag, it's like, this is trash.
See, you should cleanse your palate between each glass with like a little Fireball airplane bottle.
Well, we always drink water to rinse out.
But that's probably better.
Yeah. We have Lee's Liquors. It's like Walmart for booze.
That sounds amazing.
Isn't Doc in Arizona, Nevada? Is he Vegas? Is Doc Vegas? They're all over town and huge. Anyway,
I've read this.
Sorry about the tangent,
up here
guys.
Twice. I'm trying to get my head around it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the tangent. Yeah.
No. Quantum physics, queer identity, British, and oh boy.
Reading about quantum physics has really helped me understand my queer identity. It is
what?
This model of space and time is a series of oh boy. Oh boy. Yep. Put your link in there, Derek. Put your link in there so people can sub to your channel, dude. I'm terrible at promoting my other channel. I'm terrible at promoting my Patreon. My Patreon members are going to get their samples at the end of this month for being members, the paid members. And then starting next month, Julio, the paid Patreons, every quarter, there's going to be a bottle up in the Patreon group. And all the paid Patreons at the end of the quarter will go on the wheel or the duck race. And the Patreon members will have their special duck race for that bottle, whatever one I select for the month.
Also, check out the Prominent Citizens on Apple Music, Amazon, Spotify.
And check out Mike Partika's channel.
And we're watching Mike Partika's channel.
Yeah, but you got a sub.
Well, I'm not asking for money on my channel.
Right.
What's
How
up,
you doing,
Katie?
Katie? All right, so we are
I'm a whore.
And I'll release another shitty single for $60.
We are one $10 super chat away from watching Masters of the Universe. I have it prepped. I have the link for the Rumble stream ready to go, so you guys can all click over there. Oh my God! Look at this liquor store, Julio.
Mike.
Here you go. Look at that.
Katie's probably like, what are you guys watching with that freak on the thing?
That fucking guy.
Holy shit.
You went from comic books to what the hell?
Well, it's that's how we roll on BTM.
That video.
So
We are catch as catch can.
we got so this is Lee's Liquors out in Vegas. Now, I'm sure that they get a lot of good stuff too. This is one of those stores that's so big that they don't have to mark up prices. Now, what they do is they probably at the end of the year get a bunch of the allocated stuff, and at the end of the year you qualify for them. That's a Costco size, yeah. And I can show you guys, in where I live.
This is like
my biggest chain. Yeah, this is come on, man. How did he get that image up there? Benny's. Open image in new tab. Here we go. So this is what a Benny's looks like in Illinois. So that's a Benny's, Julio. Yeah. And this is just what you can see. There's like, this is the front end of the store. This is the split over here. Like I'll show you, like right here is a split of the lanes. And on the back side is this many rows behind it. And that's usually beer and wine and other shit back there too. But here's some other beers. It's
hell.
So you walk in. Yeah, you walk, dude, you walk in and you're like, all right, where's the bourbon aisle? And the bourbon aisles are usually pretty static, but what you really want to do is go to the special racks that they stock every day of like stuff that's hard to find, and there'll be limit one, and you go over there and, oh, they got this today, or a lot of times they don't have anything. Please put in the chat for the Spotify for Mike and Julio so I can click and support.
Thank you, Jimmy. Derek and Julio, but Mike and
I do not have
I got you.
Spotify.
Mike or Julio has Spotify for his music.
I will I'll put it in there. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a Benny's here in Illinois. It's I think there's 11 stores or something in northern Illinois. And they're like a Chicago thing. Let's get back to Mike and his very, very he's very intolerant. Like, oh my God, he's calling out.
Holy crap. Read it for yourself, because I can't even begin to fathom what the hell this is supposed to be. But the point is that this is what represents the new ideal within superheroes, is the ideal that in order for the Justice League to really represent a better than humanity, they have to include all of this LGBTQ representation, because otherwise they're leaving out all of the stuff that makes humanity fun and diverse and all that. It's not any way related to what actually would be a perfect world anymore. And this is the main trend that is happening within the big two companies. Now, that doesn't mean that it's happening across all of comicsdom, although you will see it in the more independent comics as well. If you look at Image Comics, if you look at other major comic book companies, you'll see that these motifs go through the same kind of thing. That's not to say that it's through everywhere, though. There is a subsection of comic books called Comicsgate that is more dedicated to the ideal that, hey, 90% of the comic book reading population is probably still teen boys who really don't want to deal with all of these social justice themes. They just want to have good quality books. And so their claim to fame is, we're putting out good books that are not trying to buy in to all of these social justice themes. We have a more conservative bent, which is not to say that they have an anti-LGBTQ bent on them, but they don't try to concentrate on that as if that's the whole point, whereas you see a lot of the big two falling over themselves trying to tap in to the queerness that can liven up their lines. Will Comicsgate actually succeed, though, in attracting readers? It's questionable. And the reason for that is, number one, they don't belong to a coherent universe. The titles don't belong to a single publisher or a coherent universe like Image or DC or Marvel do, even though you see in this example, you've got that Lone Star comic here on the right, where you've got several Comicsgate characters featured, but that's just an homage cover for Comicsgate, doing a tribute to Comicsgate overall. The actual book just features the hero. I just subbed you, Julio, on Spotify, because these characters, these ideas are not a coherent universe. There's not really that much cross-seeding going on among them. You're not going to see like Cyberpunk necessarily appearing.
How old is this video?
It's pretty old. Let me see.
So you were talking about Comicsgate making it in this, like a few minutes ago, or a couple minutes ago?
Well, what I was talking about was the fact that Comicsgate, is more driven toward just providing good entertainment as opposed to trying to provide representation.
Oh, this is 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's a 3-year-old video.
Right. But you were...
But I was just basically saying, if they had a more coherent universe that they were all sharing together, then their books could cross seed with one another, and you read one book and you get interested in others. But it's more separate than that.
Yeah,
But, like-
because it's more of a place for
It's
creators.
just individual
come in there.
creators who
Yeah.
have bonded
Yeah.
together, and they are, doing their best to help promote one another's books, but not by having everything in the same universe.
When will we have the first issue of the Black Lesbian Nun having the power to control cheap wine?
I
know,
like
is
the
that
nun reference,
Little
Jimmy.
Black Riding Hood 2 or something.
See, the blue nun would be the superhero there.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Mike, your
god!
point here, if I'm getting it right, is that people would rather have a superhero like Superman that they already know sucking dick than they would learning about a brand new universe.
Yeah, because they can buy the sucking dick comic book of Superman and bitch about it online, right? Because
See?
he has 100 fucking or 80 years of lore behind almost 100 years of lore behind him at this point, right, Mike? Superman, 1929 or something.
Yeah, I mean, he's going into the public domain pretty soon.
Yeah.
No shit. Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the original. Now, of
real
course,
close.
public domain is, on an issue by issue basis. So you have to wait for certain elements of Superman to, come into the public domain bit by bit by bit. But yeah, the Action Comics #1, let's see, Superman public domain. Will
So you're
enter
saying
the
it's-
public domain in 2034.
But it's like a Steamboat Willie situation where only the okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Batman was before Superman, right? Or
No,
Batman
Superman
was
came first.
Superman, but who was before Superman?
I mean, there were a lot of public domain.
But like comics, like was Dick Tracy?
Yes, I
comic?
believe Tracy
Yeah.
preceded Superman.
Yeah. Okay. Another movie that's
Batman
guilty.
was the public
Another
domain.
guilty pleasure movie for me is that Warren Beatty fucking.
Oh Lord.
It's terrible,
Like
but
Dick
it's still
Tracy?
weird. Yeah, he did Dick Tracy. It was terrible. It was Madonna too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was so bad. She
Mandy
is not an
Patinkin.
actress. Yeah.
She
That-
was all right. Well, whatever. Tangent.
In that movie, she was a terrible actress.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what fucking role they were asking her to play. Like ditzy blonde. And yeah.
Bigfoot Bill. The comic. What you're going to see is just these artists and writers doing their own things,
Fuck
and that's
Madonna.
not quite as coherent. That doesn't provide an experience that's going to draw you into all of these different titles. The other thing that hurts Comicsgate is its high price tag. A lot of these books are crowdfunded. They're done off of Indiegogo. They're done off of what is the other crowdfunding platform? I totally forget its name. But when you see these crowdfunding ventures, you'll note that they don't just sell the comic book. It's hard to even find a Comicsgate thing where all you do is see, give me the $3 to $5 tier where I'm just getting the comic book. Instead,
No. Do you smoke it? Yeah. But no, you don't buy nothing for $3 on Comicsgate.
Shit.
No.
it's like, here for $10 you'll get the comic book, or for $20 you'll get a signed comic book, for $30 you get the signed hardbound version of the comic book, et cetera, et cetera. And then when they go to sale on their own websites, they're just exorbitantly priced. So I feel like they're really pricing themselves out of a beginner's market, so that unless you're really going after a relationship with the comic book creators, which has never really been my bag.
Good Lord.
I just kind of go for the stories.
Good Lord. I am so amazed. Like, this video hasn't made other channels, Mike. Holy shit. You're really slamming Comicsgate here on pricing 3 years ago. Holy shit. Mike, is that a chair for a lazy boy from Bob's Furniture? It looks cozy.
It is indeed a lazy boy. Yes. In fact, I have a story to tell about that chair because
Dave would be all in if you had fucking graphs and stuff. That's the only thing you're missing is graphs.
Well, I do like the Google Docs or the Windows XL format he's got going here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually my second lazy boy chair. And when I went to the lazy boy store after my first chair broke, because my fat ass had finally busted the cardboard frame. so I went to the lazy boy store, and I figure, okay, I'm just gonna sit in each of these lazy boys until I find one that's comfortable. And then I found one that finally I think it was like the third to the last chair. I was actually starting to despair
of finding a new Lazy Boy chair. And then I sat down in this one. It was like my butt came home. I was like, this is the chair.
cushioned in every way, huh?
This is it. This is the chair. And then I decided, okay, that's the one I'm getting. I went and I ordered it and all that. And then I came home. It was the exact same chair. Exact same cushion pattern, exact same everything. Damn it. I had just picked the one that my ass had been in all those years.
Jimmy says, sorry, I asked.
I'm sure Jimmy wanted to know about your comfy and your ass. I'm sure.
Right.
Well, now I'm going to be honest, dude. I miss seeing Mike on screen when he does these fucking reviews. I like seeing Mike's face.
You know, the last one that I did that was like that, I think it was my Dark Harvest reviews, or at least the first of the Dark Harvest reviews.
Yeah.
And there's two problems that I had with that. One was they take so much longer to do. And part of the reason they take so much longer to do is that I have to wait for YouTube. I recorded that one as a YouTube live stream, and where I was just basically saying the stuff and also, holding things up to the camera and whatnot and having to get all that part right. But I had to wait a whole day for YouTube to process that. And then it was a matter of taking the whole stack of slides from the PowerPoint presentation that I had and laying down each slide over the video as I go. So it takes like enormous amount of time compared to the ones that I'm doing just straight out of PowerPoint. I mean, the only thing that I have to do out of PowerPoint is because my microphone right now is still shit. It doesn't like to pick up like the first couple of consonants that I say every time I move to a new slide. And so I have to say the first part twice and then just take the second time I say it. So yeah,
maybe you shouldn't be so anal and just be more like you were back here, sitting in your recliner, chilling out and having fun.
Well, I mean, I want to at least put something together that looks at least somewhat good. This
looks great, dude. Like, this looks fucking awesome. You're sitting in your chair, you're talking about shit, and it's like you're just like, dude, I've been reading comics since I've been 5. I'm seeing this world around me called CG that's being, pushed out there, and there's some potential here, but what's going to hurt it is this. And then also the pricing could have an effect on it. And it's true, because everybody thinks their book is worth a thing that it's probably not. Like Mike, like when we went to the comic book store as kids, even Marvel was charging us 25 cents, or DC. Like, I mean, they were cheap as fuck. We could go get for 50 cents a comic book. And then if we had another $1, we could get a fucking Milky Way and a goddamn soda and play pinball for 20 minutes.
That's what $5 would get you a car. I mean, that was.
But what I'm saying is, but your point is perfect about, and I've never seen a Comicsgate book for $10, but I've only been around for a year and a half. They're always like $15 to $30.
Well, and this is 3 years ago. So
I mean,
the fact that they're selling them for, what is it, $20, $30? I can't quite see on the screen. Let me blow it up a little and see if I can see that. Yeah, it's $30 for Super Dead #1 there. And I'm just like, oh, bullshit.
Right.
But they're constantly online saying, oh, do you know how hard it is to make this? This is high art. I'm like, it's a fucking comic book, you jackasses. It's called $5.
There's a reason why I didn't get Super Dead at the time. It was like I started looking at some of the interior pages and thinking to myself, what the fuck?
Right. And you're not mad at them. But like, no, I'm not going to pay it. Like, that's a thing.
It took me a while before I finally, broke down and said, okay, well, actually, probably the first Comicsgate book that I got was Ethan's Blood Honey, because he was selling dented and dinged covers of one of his versions for like $10 or $15. I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and break down.
I love it. Dude. Mike's the bargain shopper for everything. Like I love it. Mike probably got more money in the bank than all of us combined. I'm just saying.
That's not hard to do, but yeah, probably. Yeah,
no shit.
Julio, right? Like
I have some advantages there.
He's wearing a $5 Rippaverse hat, a $5 Gooding t-shirt, and we just watched him rip apart Ice on
You know-
3 like it was
Hey,
fucking
I respect
Well,
it.
this-
Derek
this
and I
son of
could
a
pull
bitch
our
is
money and
actually
maybe
full
go out and
price,
get a
goddamn
beer.
it.
Yeah, no shit.
right. Immortal Rising has reasonable price books. Yeah.
Who?
So does Salty. The Silence Do Good books are reasonably priced. They're really good. Have you reviewed those yet, Mike?
I haven't gotten my copy yet, but it's on its way.
I thought that was like 2.5 months.
No,
ago.
the collected version, the collected,
Oh,
the
is
definitive
Partica-
Silence Do Good.
Partica a Scotch name? Asks
Yeah,
Morum.
Partica. I thought you were
No,
Italian, Mike.
Polish.
Polish.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, Salty's books are very reasonably priced. Salty's also very consistent about getting his books out, which is another thing I love about Salty. He's working. And you know what he doesn't do is say it's high art, Julio, and he doesn't bitch about this and that. He just makes his books and says, "Here's a price. Enjoy, guys."
He likes Salty. He's a good egg.
Yeah, Blood and the Sword from Richard Embry, $5.
I
Love
bought
that
that.
book. Yeah, I bought it. Love Richard too. Richard's another cool guy that just, and you know, Richard.
But that's also, it was digital, right? I mean,
No,
that was a
the
paper
book
copy.
was $5. Yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah.
Well, I'm sure ink has went up over the years.
No, I bought Richard's book last year, dude, for $5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, it's like back in the day when we, buy it for 50 cents, it was like on newsprint.
Well,
now everything is
but
full
here's-
color
but- no, but here's
process.
the other-
On
everything,
stock.
no, everything now is gloss
stock,
paper, hard stock. I mean, when we grew up, we bought the comic, shoved it in our back pocket, rolled up, right,
Yeah.
Julio, so we could drink our soda on the way home, talking to our buddies, and we'd take it home and throw it on our fucking bed or whatever, and forgot about it. Like, okay, I read that fucking issue. It's over.
The comics I read, and I haven't read a lot, but when I was a kid, you go into the Cracker Barrel, the little shop, and you get the Archie comic, Little Lotta, Richie Rich. Yeah, you'd roll it up for something to read on the rest of the trip.
Yeah, Scorpio's right. I'd love to back most campaigns, but I've learned to be more selective and wait a while before taking the plunge.
Should wait till the comic's done.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say this about the marketing of these Comicsgate guys. And Ethan's a master of this, is the FOMO. Like, he puts out like 2-day specials, and if you order within this 2 days, you'll get this included with your order. And you're like, well, fuck, it's $30, but I get that too. Yeah. So he's the master of that shit,
Gonna
right?
reel you in. Yeah.
24-hour variant.
And you can't be mad at it, because you know what, dude?
Oh, I don't know about that.
You can't be mad about it if you care, if you like the guy and you want to support him.
How long did it take you to make your movie, Derek?
As far as what, shoot days or all together?
When your script was finished, right? You had your idea in your head and you started production. How long started production to release?
That's years, because
Years? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Yeah.
I was trying to prove a point, but that point wasn't good.
I love.
Julio, you got to be
I
like
love
a
how
lawyer
Mad
and know
would
the
always-
answer before you ask the question.
I used to love
You're
how
right, Mike.
Mad would always have their prices like $3.75 cheap on all their mags. They still do this to this day.
Yeah, hell yeah.
$14.95 cheap.
Cheap.
Yeah. I love Mad Magazine. I love Cracked Magazine. I loved all that shit growing up,
It was
dude.
Mad, Cracked, and Crazy. Those are the three on the newsstands at Safeway.
And
And I like Cracked. That was my favorite one.
yeah, and National Lampoon had a magazine. I just never saw it. I just never saw that as a kid.
It had titties in it sometimes. That's why.
But I think that was more college oriented, right? Like, that was a college oriented magazine.
Yep.
But I'm not going to say what he's doing is wrong. It's a style of marketing. Yeah, of course. But see, that's the thing. Like, here's the other reason that you're not so worried about taking the risk on Ethan's $25 book, because he is a very competent artist. Okay. At the end of the day, you're going to get good artwork most of the time. Now, sometimes, and we've talked about it, like the artwork overwhelms you where you don't even pay attention to the story anymore, Mike, because you're looking at the art. You're like, holy shit, what's going on here? Like, there's so much going on this page. I don't even know what the story is anymore. But that's not a bad thing if you like art. Now, some people that read Ethan's books, they sometimes question his writing at this point, but he didn't write at DC or Marvel, right? He was just the artist. He didn't do any writing. So it's a whole different thing to take on in life.
Not till the end of his career at DC.
Yeah. So it's a whole different world when you start writing.
I think art is subjective. Like out of all the comics that I've come across streaming with you, Dave, is Richard Embry's comic I thought was the best because I dig that D&D style.
And it's
cool,
very
like sword and sorcery. So I like
it's a very easy story to read, right? And the art. It's very nice. It's easy to go through and see what's going on, and that's what I like about Salty's book, Silence Do Good. It's fantastic, and he does a lot with color. Like his palette isn't the same through the whole book. Like it's fucking from 1 through 4, you get this color palette, then 6 through 8, you get this color palette, then you're seeing pinks and fucking vibrant yellows in this other world, and you're like, oh shit, this is awesome.
But I dig some of the minimalist stuff, like King of Justice. I enjoyed the story. I thought it was really. That's
the first artist I ever had on here, Andrew, and
he's great.
I liked it because he sent me the book to read.
Mm-hmm. I have it,
and I was like, wow, this is pretty good. He sent me the video. Like he sent me the animated version of it. I was like, wow, this is pretty good. It kind of felt like Lord of the Rings to me a little bit, in some ways.
A lot of Christian imagery in the book for sure.
And then I played it for my boys who were into the manga style anime stuff, and they're both like, wow, that's really good. I go, he's coming on my show. They're like, really? This guy's pretty talented. I go,
that's
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And he did it all himself, right? He did the lettering, drawing, story, the whole mess. I love that shit.
And he draws on his iPad, dude. He draws on his iPad. That's what's weird to me is the whole drawing on. I feel like if you're an artist, you want pencil to paper, but I guess not in today's world. Like,
not nowadays.
The tablet thing is a thing, right, Mike? Like these artists just sit there and they'll color it with just a fucking pick a color on the fucking scale of colors and just drop it on the uniform. What is this? Why is Amoral yelling and saying fuck?
What's the matter with Amoral?
That book sucks. I bought 12 copies. Nope. Are you talking about Blood and the Sword?
Right.
Well, you spent $60 on 12 books from Richard, so you got a pretty good deal.
Elon Musk is coming out with an Asian AI, and Amoral is beside himself on X. It's like, my life is ruined. It's over.
There's an Asian AI coming out by Elon?
Apparently. I'm not sure. I'm just spitballing, but yeah, I follow Amoral on X, and
I do too.
He likes his Asians.
Whenever I bring up a Korean show, he's like, "Oh, Korean, I might give that one a shot." Amoral is having a cannabis moment. Yeah, Mike. This is. I love this video. You're just chill. You're having a good time. You're not even like being a dick. You're just stating facts here. Like you're getting pretty shitty in your older age. You're like, yeah, this fucking book sucks.
Yeah, but what you said, Mike, actually came to be somewhat true.
Yeah, it's definitely true. Yeah. I mean, for every fucking great campaign, and this is not even comics. This is on any of these crowdfunding sites. For every campaign that's a success, there's 1,000 that don't make it, right? There's 1,000 that don't get funded. Just like these comic books, right, Mike? 2 get funded, 10 never get the fucking goal. It is what it is, because people they can't. Well, first of all, we can't fund everything, right? And if you're not going to market it properly, like Derek, you know how marketing works. You made a movie. It's very hard to market, and if you don't have the I guess the power of the marketing campaign that you might hook yourself up with, your movie's not going to get noticed. I mean, you have to pay for that shit, right?
Yeah, because people aren't going to go out of their way to do anything. You literally have to slap them over the head with it for them to even pay attention.
Well, also though, if Amazon's not going to get a little cut from the marketer to, hey, could you promote this movie for one night on a football game? well, you got to throw me some cash. Well, I don't have that cash. Well, it's only going to cost you like $10K. Dude, it cost me $8,000 to make the fucking movie. What are you talking about? I can give you $10K for that shit, whatever the price is, right?
I always say with modern entertainment, the problem is everybody can make music, everybody can make movies, everybody can make comics, but that's also the good thing that everybody can do those things.
I don't.
Jimmy says MacBooks are game changers.
You know me, I'm a purist. I don't think it's good that everybody can do it because a lot of people suck.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with you.
We just watched 4 women get nominated for a fucking show Emmy that they didn't deserve. MacBooks are game changers for artists, but I like the paperwork. Shant and Bosch are old school with brush and ink work. Oh yeah. The Bosch stuff is incredible, dude. I don't know Shant, but Bosch. I really appreciate Shant's. Oh, the Nest 4.0 stuff. Okay, I know who Chef is now, or Shant is now. People think I use ChatGPT to write lyrics. You don't? Hey, Moral, we wouldn't hate you if you didn't. Like, it's okay.
Hey, Moral's like Bob Dylan. You don't need ChatGPT. Good.
I'm gonna write my screen. I'm going to record my screen next time I write. Oh, cool. Let's get back to Mike. Julio, we're only $10 away from watching a movie, but we're gonna watch this video. Then we have a cooking with Jack
pronouns
right?
on this. I got to order Taco Bell in about an hour.
We have cooking with Jack, right?
I do have a cooking with Jack.
All right, here we go.
And if you really want to go for the stories, you're paying out the nose for it. So whether or not you want to go with Comicsgate or with the main comics lines, that's up to you. But be aware that when you're choosing these comic book companies and choosing comics to put in front of your kids, you're giving them an ideal to look up to. And you have a choice. You have this picture of a perfect world, which, as dead-brained as it seems, it may seem a lot more preferable to you than door number 2. But then there doesn't be any problem with your picking up Dark Crisis number 1 from DC Comics coming out in the next couple of months. The choice is yours. Your mileage may vary. Well, thank you for watching this inaugural episode of The Creeping Rainbow in Comics. I hope to get back to the original idea for the series with the next few videos, in which I'm going to go back and start taking a retrospective look on how homosexual and bisexual and trans characters have made their appearance in various comics over the years, and with a more positive, fond bent for them, because there are a lot of characters and stories in my past that I have a fond recollection for, and it will be interesting to go back to these series, back to these comics, and see if they hold up over time as interesting.
Julio, what's your order for Taco Bell?
Representations.
Me, it's 3-bean burrito because I had a
thanks again. My name is Mike Partika. Do subscribe so that you can find more of this content along with my other content.
All right, Mike. How many videos did you do in your Rainbow series?
Only 10. It was only 10 videos, and we saw a couple of them here. There was the one about the funniest homophobia ever, where the guy just kept saying all these different slurs while the two guys were getting reconnected.
Storm says it's chicken wing night here, Julio. Purdue hot chicken wings, good stuff. Yeah, I before the stream started, my wife, I had her stop at the Mexican place, and she brought me home a quesadilla, a steak quesadilla, and steak nachos. But instead of tortilla chips, I use French fries as the base.
Ooh, I don't know. I got to think about that.
Oh, I did too, and then I tried it. It's like, oh, nice, because the fucking chips get soggy anyway, right? In your nachos, so these are fries, and they're fine.
Yeah, I get the Taco Bell. It's the cheesy fiesta potatoes side. You got to get the Mexican pizza, and then I get 3 just ground beef tacos. Yeah, that's why I look so slim. Straight to my hips.
There's nothing like eating your dinner at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning and going, why do I feel so fat in the morning? I don't know, because I drink 6 beers and ate 2,000 calories of Taco Bell at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Does this taco make my ass look fat?
No, but that red dress, it's not working for you.
That's the only good thing and bad thing about living in the middle of nowhere. I don't have places like that that's open.
Me either, dude. Like, I'm like scrounging the cabinets. Oh, I got some fucking cashews. I'll eat some cashews. Cynic is against the firings of Kirk.
Oh, the
I am
firings
too. I agree with
to
Cynic
do
on
with
that.
the Charlie Kirk assassination.
Still not quite understand.
No, I think he meant.
Why?
I think immoral
Over
meant
Kirk. Over
Cynic-
Kirk.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, my feeling has always
look.
been say what you want as long as it doesn't, you know, like impact your actual job, you know, but yeah, the only thing is if it starts being things like, you know, things that would actually be threatening to a person, you know, who you're actually working with, you know, like, yeah, go on and kill so and so and so.
Sure. But he didn't get fired because of. My thought is they wanted to get rid of him anyway, and this was a reason to get rid of him.
Probably, but I mean, in terms of, you know, people, I think we have to realize that people are, especially in this day and age, people are going to be dicks about just about any topic known to man, and
That's how they get attention.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, I remember there was one social media platform where somebody had said there was like so and so college put a statue up of Charlie Kirk and such, and somebody was like, "Why?" And I said, "Well, because he deserved more attention than you crave."
Fair enough.
I have something to share real quick. It's only a couple of minutes, Dave. You know, I played D&D on Wednesday.
Hold on one second. Hold on.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Gonna get a little taste of Julio.
Play the worst. That's probably
In Minecraft.
That's what's playing.
You need it that way.
You talk to me like I am the crazy one, but nothing you do makes sense.
Julio's bad, Mike.
That's me on the nothing.
I'm too tired to fight with you, 'cause even if I'm right, you still win. The worst part of what happened to me was what happened to you. I did all that I could, but it was never enough to be tough. I need a nice step sipping apart. You think you know everything, but your third eye is brown and you're looking around for a clue. You think I owe you something, but what did you give me except a push down? I don't think that I really have a choice. These options all look the same.
Nice, Julio.
I'm too tired.
Actually, ironically, I didn't have hardly anything to do with this song.
You
It
still
was my band. My bandmate was.
The worst part of what happened to me was what happened to you. I did all that I could, but it was never enough to be tough. I need a nice step sipping apart. You think you know everything, but your third eye is brown and you're looking around for a clue. You think I owe you something, but what did you give
Yeah, I thought that was clever.
except
Oh my God.
Disagree more, simply green.
You find the worst in it all.
Thank you, Dave. This one, I wrote this for me.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Day's not over yet.
mean, I'm telling you, you remind me of the pillars and the gym blocks. I love it, dude.
I was told it was like Tom Petty and Jim Blossom ish.
Yeah, I love the pillars and the gym blocks.
And I hate Tom Petty though. So it was something like
Spin your eyes to the television, son. They're yelling at you. Turn your ears to the television, son.
I wrote this one. Yeah. All me, pretty much.
Take a look outside your door.
I'm not singing it.
Soaking the disaster. At least it's better.
It's about being in a marriage and being old with kids and the difference between being at home and being at work and trying to get through the day.
Right.
And smoke if you really want to. No, you really want to.
God, it's so nice going down people like Eric, like Mike, like fucking Julio. I'm just
Thanks.
an idiot.
We're riding blind toward an empty reflection. Nothing seems to fill the gap. What is it that we are all looking past?
I had to talk my bandmate into hitting that note. I'm like, you can hit it. You got to sing it. I can't sing it.
Yeah, he's struggling though a little bit.
And he's better than me. I sang the demo that I did and brought in.
Home, silly boy. The day's not over yet. Always chasing the arrow home, but never turn around. All you see is another endless night of tired reruns. Can't you see what you know deep down inside? They're trying to set you up. Turn the light that's on your door. Soaking the disaster. I tell myself that it's not as bad as I'm telling you. Where's the whiskey and the Tylenol? And smoke if you
I got the
really
whiskey, Julio.
want to.
What's that, Dave?
No, you
I got the
really
whiskey.
want
I got the
to.
town, although.
I had to try
Down your sleepy head. Life's not over yet.
Oh, Angela says sounds like a Dire Straits song. It does have
All
a
right.
little Dire Straits feel. Very good.
Well, thank you, Dave, for playing that. And I would ask that the chat if they wanted to go to Spotify and listen to it not streaming.
Yeah, Dimmy says definitely we'll put on the playlist this Sunday for golf. Absolutely.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Did
I work
you
hard
just-
at it, Jimmy. I appreciate it.
Wait, did
What's
that
up,
say
Mark?
metrosexual?
No, that was Mike's video. That was the last one.
Yeah, so yeah, it was dude, I love your music. I just get this.
you.
I get the vibe when I listen to music of me and my daughter when she was young in that era of music. So I love
I
it.
appreciate that. I love making it. It's
Yeah. And
who I am.
I hear your, and I'm like, dude, I just wonder if Julio wants to rip out a fucking guitar solo from hell and show his Eddie Van Halen inner
I
being.
can't do it. I'm not good enough. That's why I have bandmates who can do that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I wish I could.
Okay. What's this,
So
Julio?
I play D&D, Dave. So this
Oh,
is,
no.
we're talking to Mike. Remember you were saying in comic books, stuff is creeping in comic books, all this kind of
Oh,
weird
Lord.
stuff. So here's the latest D&D session. I'll play a couple of minutes of this. Here's your DM, kids.
Hello, I'm very excited to be running these wonderful people through a portion, just a little portion of the Pathfinder Abomination Vault adventure path on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I'll bet it's
I'm
the
joined by
Abomination
some
Vault.
wonderful people today. who
Can
I'm
you
going to
pause
give
it?
a
Can you
second
pause
to
this?
Say who
Yeah.
Is this sponsored by the fucking GameWorks company? Because I can't imagine like GameWorks wants this associated with them unless they're approving this shit, dude. Like this is gross.
D&D is super woke now. It used to be a bunch of, they call them grognards, which are just wargaming nerds, like old guys, like hippies. This is
Yeah, I think it is.
Like literally, like dude, I cannot believe that the company wants this to be something that people can find online to represent their game. Because look, man, we're like you said, Mike, less than 5% of the world's population relates to this world or this livelihood.
And this is a half orc.
Right. Like
no, Mike. Half orcs in 2025 are not allowed anymore.
Oh shit, you're right. I
They
remember
don't
that.
allow half races in D&D because
That's right. Oh, I have something from that year. Let me look it up.
oh my god, I
I
walked
know.
back in and see that on screen. What the fuck? That's the DM for the new goddamn D&D game.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
sure he's whatever.
Remember when
Now,
Bearded Lady
you're
was a
playing, then
sideshow?
we'll dive right into the vaults.
It's a long.
I mean, that
video,
is the bearded lady.
I just want to get I just want to get through the character introductions because they're sort of fun.
Hi, everybody. I'm Eric Mona. I am the publisher and chief creative officer at Paizo, the creators of the Abomination Vaults, and I'm happy to be playing the D&D version of Abomination Vaults here with you guys today. And I will be playing the wizard Ezrin, member of the Pathfinder
I
Society.
play this shit every
Hello,
Wednesday.
it's
I'm
Rob.
embarrassed
Well,
every time I
y'all
watch
know
this
that
shit.
I
I'm
do
such a
this all
nerd.
over this channel. You've seen me doing it. I'm going to be playing Valoros, who is objectively incredible, the thinking man's fighter, and I'm just here to dual wield.
Hi, my name is Christina.
Oh, wait,
Ariel,
pause it,
and I-
Julio. That
Yeah.
black dude is gayer than the guy dressed in drag.
He's a $3 bill. Yeah, here's a $3
like,
bill.
yeah, he's
Rainbow Dragon.
he's wishing he could dress up like the guy on stage.
So this girl here is sort of the normal one in the group, and we're not going to watch the whole thing clearly, but as the session goes on, she sinks lower in her chair every 10 minutes. Like she just doesn't want to be there. Like at least she dressed up like, oh, I'm going to do like a princess dress. And
Yeah, I think he
Sure.
has a power bottom, Angela.
DINA-ARIELLE. Spell it wrong and get the wrong person. And I'm a pop culture host.
Oh my
and
God, look at that
creator
white
and the
chick.
US correspondent
No!
for Doctor Who. I'm playing Merci, and she's an elf rogue level 3. So I'm very excited to see what hands she's got.
I love it because we're canonically married. Hi, I'm Rena Amaranthine, cultural consultant and games generalist.
what does that mean?
Oh,
No fucking clue. And don't care.
And I will be playing Kira, who is a
Oh.
human cleric of Sarah
Wait,
Gray. So I'm
Julio,
very excited.
Julio,
Uh-huh.
look at this
Yeah.
chick.
Thank you, Angela.
Her glasses are hearts. Like
Oh,
she's
I think a lightning bolt needs to hit the table.
dude. Like,
Fireball.
Our hearts and our arms are whales.
no, Eric. Sometimes I think the lightning bolt needs to hit me because I don't know how much I can put up with this shit. Like, oh my god. What's with the hand
And yes,
gestures?
we are married.
You
That's
know,
good to know.
I'm so cute.
Well-
I'm a fat white chick who I have four baby daddies, but I'm a cultural consultant. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
the white girl's here like, well, in game we're married, and the black girl's like, hey, dude, whatever. Sure.
She's
Okay.
like, yeah, okay.
How about you fuck off with that?
Keep that
And
shit to
I'm
yourself.
Rue Dickey. I'm Paizo's marketing and media manager, and I'm
She's the marketing and media, or he, whatever.
Key.
very
Don't-
excited to
don't-
be your
don't
dungeon
give him no
master
credit.
for this evening. I'm going to
You're
be
a
taking us
fucking
down into the
twit.
third
Oh.
level of the dungeon. But just for your context and the folks at home,
So who is this video made for? All the fucking homosexuals in
I
the
don't
world? Because
know.
it's not made for men.
No, D&D is for, listen, I play every Wednesday with my kids. I enjoy it. It's fun. But really, in the end, it's made for gays and women. Star Trek now is made for gays and women. Everything's made for gays and women now.
Yeah, but they
I don't
don't
want
play
to
it.
background on where we are.
Julio, they don't play it.
This is my hell right now, Julio. I'm in purgatory at the moment.
Are you
This is-
really interrupting he, him, her?
This is
you
this,
find yourselves walking down the stairs of the third level of Gauntlight Keep, an abandoned
There's tattoos.
lighthouse about a couple of miles from the town of.
All right. Anyway, that's enough of that. I just wanted to share.
Oh,
I dropped a short in the chat.
I need to go vomit. Like,
I'm glad I could enter the show.
I actually put out this short when I first heard about the whole, no more half orcs, half this or.
You know who has good videos on the wokeification of D&D is JDA.
John Delarose?
Mm-hmm. I think I'm supposed to hate him, but I think his videos on the topic are good.
This is why I don't watch modern TV in any way, shape, or form. I know it's incredibly fucking terrible.
Breaking news from the gaming world. Dungeons & Dragons is officially removing half-species, such as half-elves, from its canon, saying the idea of half-species is inherently racist. From now on, players will be expected to apply the one-drop rule to their characters.
Okay, so I don't know what one drop rule is. What is that?
That's where if you had one drop of Negro blood, then you were considered black.
Oh, okay. Thomas says Julio was right. Even military was trans and gay. It's just awful, man. Awful.
How did it happen? Like nobody was gay when we were. I mean, there were gay people.
Yeah, there were gay people, but we didn't know. We didn't know they were gay. Just like they didn't know I was heterosexual because I wasn't walking around talking about I'm a heterosexual. Because who the fuck cares? It's the most.
People would assume you were.
The entire world was don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, right. Of course.
What was a Navy?
One drop of orc blood makes an orc. Okay. Oh my God.
This is from the FCC website. Whenever we review an application, whether you build a new station, modify or renew your license of an existing station or sell a station, we must determine if you're granted the application which serves the public interest. Number one, you can't say you're a news organization and then be left-wing 90%. That's against the law. Because when you put it on your license, you have to be very specific on what you do because it has everything to do with the
Angela, drink more liquor
strength for the towers and how much your decibels are and all that shit.
Liquor, Angela. That's what I'm going to do. I'm getting more liquor. You talk, Derek. I'll be right back.
As mentioned earlier, we expect station license to be aware of the important problems and issues facing the local communities to foster public understanding by pressuring programming that relates to those and local issues. Broadcasters, not the FCC or any other government agency, are responsible for selecting the material they air. That's exactly what's happening right now, and people are fucking lying. So I just wanted to point that out. Diatribe done.
I feel like you're yelling at me, Derek.
I'm just saying is people need to get their facts correct. That's all I'm
People
saying.
need to fucking lighten up. It was a joke. Take it easy. Everybody needs to calm the fuck down.
No, things are specifically written this way, and then somebody because their butt hurts. Not you. I'm not talking about you, but because somebody else's butt hurts, they make shit up. It's in the fucking law. That's all I'm saying.
Well, isn't there a rule that you have to, if you're going to do, like you have to do 50-50 right-wing, left-wing stuff?
I don't know if that exists anymore.
Was that just public
That was
television?
called the fairness doctrine.
Yeah.
But in the public interest. So like I live out in the fucking middle of nowhere. There's people that vote Democrat. There's people that are independent. There's people that vote Republican. So everything is pretty well medium on everything. Everybody gets promoted. Everybody does their thing. Could you imagine if some communist comes over here and turns everything left wing and they're marching in the streets down here? People are going to fucking uproar. Like that's not the common interest of the community.
Well, it's going to happen in New York soon. It's already happening in Minneapolis.
I'm just saying, and it's not directed toward you, Julio. It's directed toward people that don't fucking read. And they want to comment online about something they don't know. That's all I'm saying. That's my whole point.
Well, I agree with you, Derek, that nobody wants to take 5 fucking seconds to fact check what they're saying.
Yeah.
But you and I have talked it several times. Like, if you just took 10 seconds to look something up, you realize what you're saying is dumb.
Yeah. That's correct.
So Doc, Let me make sure I'm not outing my DMs here. I don't want anybody to know that people talk to me. So because that happened before. Next thing you know, we were the anti-Rippaverse. What?
Yeah.
That was hilarious. So Disney glimpses. The commission's prohibition against the broadcast of hoaxes is set forth at section 73.1217 of the commissioner's rules. 47 CFR, blah, blah, blah. This rule prohibits broadcast licensees or permittees from broadcasting false information concerning a crime or catastrophe if the licensee knows the information is false. So is that what they're saying Kimmel knew? Like he knew that the kid wasn't MAGA, but he said it anyway?
That's correct.
Okay. So, and then this isn't that hard. If Kimmel were on a cable network, it would be a different story. Broadcast licenses carry strict requirements for which he violated.
Correct.
So they're on antennas, quote unquote, versus cable.
Yeah, because part of the license, you have to put down what the frequency that your station is running at. You have to say what your station is. You got to be very descriptive on what your station is and what you cover. If you say I'm a news station and then all of a sudden you change to a communist news station, that's against the law.
Right. Okay. So it says here, Disney did the right thing. He was ratings. So this isn't that hard. If Kimmel were on a cable, all right. Disney did the right thing. He was a ratings disaster, hurt the brand, and was woefully overpaid. Show me in the Constitution where you have the right to have a late night talk show. That's true. Like, this is the whole private versus public thing, right? So Disney has the right to fucking fire whoever they want to based on, I mean, they fired a lot of people. All these companies did over could be true allegations or a whole
Technically,
movement.
he's not fired. He's suspended. And Disney basically said, now we're pulling it. And then all the stations refused to play it. So technically, he's not fired. They just refuse to play fucking lies. Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's against their license.
Well, that and Derek, like you said earlier, people aren't buying ads.
Yeah.
So if
the tide is turning.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's not fired, so even the blue states aren't willing to play his stuff?
No, it's about the stations that so you've got like Clear Channel, and then you've got what was one of the stations?
The broadcast the
broadcast companies, yeah.
Okay, yeah. There's only a few of them, right? Yeah. It's not state by state, it's by corporation. So and Clear Channel has a lot of other stuff that they need to protect, and they don't need the heat from Jimmy Kimmel to drag down all the other shit.
Clear Station wasn't the one, it was Sinclair, and then there was another one.
Okay.
Sinclair's huge. Sinclair has like 150.
Access Sinclair
stations.
And Nexstar.
Yeah.
Nexstar, right.
Okay.
Well, I think the days of locally owned media conglomerates are over. Isn't it all owned by large corporations now? Like
Yes, but you still have to so each state has their different regulations, each county has their regulations. You still have to abide by your license. Because people are so willing to be like, just let it be. People can say what they want. They don't actually read what the fucking law is. And then when somebody like puts the foot down, it's like, that's against my First Amendment rights. It's like, actually, no, it's not. If you would have read.
I think my stance is BLM was marching in the streets of New York saying we need to start killing white people, and white people are complaining about people being angry about Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, does Mike Partika look like he is a deer in the headlights? Oh yeah, Disney fired Tim Allen, Roseanne, and Gina Carano. Yeah, for what they said off camera. Like, this was in interviews. Like, yes,
that's the question. Is it okay to go, well, you did that, so we're going to do it too? I mean, I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. I'm just saying.
But I think for Disney, it makes them look like they're more on the mid. They're not left or right. If they fire Kimmel after firing those other people, because they all worked for ABC, then nobody can say, well, you're all left. Well, you've got rid of your leftist guy who promoted nothing but lefty shit, right? You let him go. So now Disney is saving face with the right wings. Maybe they go back to watch a Marvel movie that they weren't watching for years, right?
So I was saying it's a financial move. You're saying it's more of a PR move.
It could be, for sure. I mean, but now isn't Carano going back to work for Disney?
She signed up for a new show, right, Derek?
Yeah, it's like CIS Las Vegas. It's one of the like cop dramas or something.
I'll watch it
for Las Vegas.
Well, that's a CBS show, isn't it? The CSI stuff.
I don't know if it's CSI, but it's sort of like a cops and robbers type thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she's not the best actress. Let's not kid ourselves.
Look,
but I thought
she was, look at
it. Derek, man, you're talking my language, brother. Holy smokes.
I just think that there's a lot of things that need to be clearly defined because there's a lot of people out in the world, left, right, center, purple people that make up their own fucking rules when they don't actually know what they're talking about. And that has a lot to do with fucking social media. That has a lot to do with propaganda, is because people are talking shit about stuff they don't know anything about.
Well, I don't know anything either, but I make comments on stuff.
But are you burning buildings down, Dave?
Well, that's a good point.
In my dreams, like I go to sleep and I wake up and I go, "Oh man, I torched that fucking post office. Man, that was awesome." I mean,
trying to get some Newports.
They were literally protesting outside of Jimmy Kimmel's studio on Hollywood Boulevard, talking about First Amendment. Every single one of them should be ashamed of themselves for being fucking dumb.
Charlie Kirk got shot in front of his family, and they're protesting Jimmy Kimmel getting taken off. It's bizarre.
Yeah, well, and again, back to the Charlie thing. He was like, he was a guy that wanted to have the conversation nobody wanted to have the conversation more than Charlie Kirk. He just wanted to have the conversation. And if you wanted to listen, you listen. If not, and he didn't think that he wasn't, everything Trump says is right. He wasn't that guy. He was family and fucking wives and being married. That was his thing. Right. And
he was a Christian and a family guy and a Republican.
Yeah. And what do you think would have happened in 15, 20 years?
He didn't think that the Republicans were always right. Like, that wasn't his. He
was banned from Fox News.
Yeah.
He did suck Trump's dick a bit, though. He was a bit of a Trump simp.
It's okay.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm just saying he was.
Yeah.
But he runs Turning Point USA, which is one of the reasons why Trump got elected.
Yeah.
So
and
somebody had to go after the youth vote. Somebody had to.
And I'm
not disagreeing.
And dude, I thought he was older than 31. I mean,
me too.
Like when they say he was 31, I was like, Jesus, he looks a little.
What do you think will have happened in 15 or 20 years? He's going to run for president.
With Charlie Kirk?
The liberals and the psychopaths can't have that. They can't have another Trump. That's why they celebrated him getting fucking murdered. Because we got to stop fascism. Oh, that's how they justified it.
I'll be dead in 20 years, thankfully. So who knows?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. It's it's pretty sad. I'm just gonna say that's like, again, I don't know why you're targeting commentators. Like, Charlie Kirk can't do anything, dude. He just talks on the internet. He talks to people at Utah Valley College? Not even like Utah Valley or some shit.
Yeah. It's because the right is always doing videos complaining about shit and pointing out, well, subsection 2.8 of the legal code says this. The left doesn't give a shit about any of that.
Oh, that's why I like Tucker. Tucker has.
I like Tucker.
He has more problems with Lindsey Graham, and I love it. Like, he fucking hates that guy. And I guarantee you that's why fucking Fox got rid of him, because Sean Hannity's like, hey, Lindsey Graham's my bro. I've been here 28 years, and all Tucker does an hour after, or the next hour after I do my show, Tucker says Lindsey Graham's a fucking warmongering piece of shit. Because he is.
Well, especially when Tucker went to Russia Remember, people gave him a hard time. They're like, "Oh, well, you're a Russia shill," and he's like, "I just went there and said the subways are clean and there's no crime." And
Right. And he also went to South America to
Pointed
the
out.
prisons. Remember, he went to the prisons down in South America. Yeah. Ladybugs.
I'm just saying, like you have all these protests and the what was it, the one that they had during the summer with all the old people?
Over Tesla. It was over Tesla.
Well, I can't remember. No Kings. No Kings. If you look at all the people that were No Kings, they're all teachers.
Oh yeah.
It's all funded by the fucking education system. But then you have somebody
it's funded by the fucking federal teachers union, dude, which is our tax dollars paying these people to get to these places.
But I'm just saying, if somebody would be like, well, why are you targeting teachers? People say that shit all the fucking time.
I have no respect for teachers. I think they're overrated. I think when people give all these teachers love, they can go.
I'm just saying, is some people that they don't look at the bigger picture. It's like, well, why are you targeting this group? And it's like, do you not understand that the people that are all part of that No Kings are all fucking teachers, all part of the teachers union, spent millions and millions of dollars for No Kings. Your tax dollars, my tax dollars, everybody's tax dollars.
again, if you take 2 seconds to do research, it's not that hard to figure out. I agree.
I believe Tucker like I believe pre-Mike upgrade Mike Bartica.
Ooh, shit.
Oh, Mark. Shots fired by Mark.
Coming out hot.
Speaking of the comics world, the final numbers are in for the what do you call it?
The ISOM collection.
2 Rippaverse campaigns. You got $43,000 and $43,000 for definitive ISOM number 1, and Horseman number 2 got $156,000, which is less than half of what number 1 got.
Will it cover the cost?
Overhead?
I'm sorry. Horseman, Horseman 2 got less than half of
insurances,
Horseman
and Horseman 1 got
it's nothing.
like less than half.
371, and less than half of what the Welcome to Florida Spark 1 got.
Does Eric pay these people ahead of time, or does he pay them based off of the whatever comes in?
No, he pays them a page rate.
It's a page rate.
Does he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
and his warehouse people, aren't they on like 1040s, like contractors?
Yeah, I don't think they're full-time 15 employees, dude. I think they come in when they have to ship books. There's no fucking way.
His overhead's got to be huge, though. But
I don't think it's as huge as we thought, because I know I used to think in the beginning like these are all full-time warehouse employees getting benefits. There's no fucking way. He couldn't do it, man. You can't. And why is it the ISOM 1 definitive collection? Is that, how about, shouldn't it be named something different, Mike? Because that just makes it sound like it's the ISOM 1 book. Like
no. It's the definitive ISOM Volume 1.
Oh, so the definitive ISOM Volume 1.
The adjective in front of ISOM,
because he gets sued if he doesn't
pay a royalty or whatever it is to the International School of Ministry, or at least that's what the theory is.
Scout, enough. I know the dog's got a bath, dude. Stop it.
Has there been anything mentioned about the ISOM, the lawsuit in the past year? Anything new?
No, the last time we heard anything about it was when somebody actually inquired about details of the NDA protected stuff, and what the person from the International School of Ministry said at the time was that if Eric wants to put out anything in the future after ISOM number 3, there has to be some sort of adjective in front of it. Now, there was a statement later denying all of that, but who can say, really? It could have been something that got renegotiated. Who knows? It's like, hey, you broke the NDA. We want you to drop this condition. So, who knows? I just think everybody is wanting to see whether ISOM number 4 comes out as ISOM number 4 or as,
Young
ISOM or something like that.
Right. Or enlightened ISOM. That'd be great.
Ancestral ISOM.
Yeah. Enlightened. He found Jesus. Yes, I'm enlightened. Don't you know how the book
Inspired
300?
ISOM.
Yeah.
I saw Pin.
Dude, you said $43,000.
$43,000. Yes, yeah. I it's a cash grab at this point. I mean, that's the only thing it can really explain it, because why would you put the perfect time to put out that volume would have been before ISOM number 4.
Right. To catch up.
Yeah. It's like then you would catch everybody up on that place. The only reason they would do it at this time when they had just collected everything is because they wanted to do a cash grab.
Because they announced ISOM 4? Have they announced ISOM 4? Is there?
No, that's going to be at least 2 years away, because Eric's still got to write, or if he, I don't know how much he's got written already, but he's got Salvage, so that's going to be a one shot. He's got supposed to have a limited series on Sersha.
Really, I thought Gooding was supposed to be a one shot, but isn't there to be continued on that book?
Yes, but I think my guess is that Eric does not want to pay for Chuck Dixon and Mike Barron at the same time. So Chuck Dixon has got this year, and Mike Barron may have next year.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be a one shot. It was supposed to be, here's Gooding's story, and it's over. But he didn't do it. You see, I don't know whether he already had. I want to say that I saw at one point that he already had the Gooding number 1, which is the sequel to Gooding the Polymath, written already. And but that's not how he sold it, Mike. He sold it as a one shot.
I understand that. And then we read the book and thought, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Because the way that book ends, it's almost like No Country for Old Men. It's like, it's over?
Yeah, but
he probably had his fingers crossed. Like it was a one shot. Like, oh no, I got this shit for crossed
behind his back.
But in the what do you call it? They had where they had the campaign for all of the different titles that were going to be coming out. Then he said that Gooding number 1 will be coming out, and there's also going to be another Mike Barron title called Delta Base, which is going to be like a flip side of Alpha Core, where this is villains and stuff.
Here's the 7-inch action figure. This ends in 63 days, so it's up to $35,000. 497 figures sold. What the fuck? $40?
I'm bullshit. Who
Dude,
wants that shit?
That's
$50 if you want a signature on it.
You get a $15 Documon card. One card is $15.
It's like, what the fuck is that card?
Come on, Dave. You can sell that for a good $2.
BTM card.
Yeah.
The ISOM
Julio
3
Scissors red.
bundle. Here's the weird thing. Like, he just released a book with all 3, but he has an ISOM 3 catch-up bundle.
Right.
So he's like Jackson Pollock, basically.
Dude,
he's just throwing shit at the wall.
Again, this tells me, like, he just has a bunch of books. Good night, Angela. Good night. We'll
Angela.
see you tomorrow night.
I'm so
signature
glad
edition-
I dodged that bullet of the Documon cards. I'm so glad.
Yeah, the signature is $80 if you want the signature series. Oh my god, dude! And there's your statue. Doesn't that look impressive?
$80 for a dust collector.
But it's still $275. Oh, this is the one. This is the statue that he couldn't get enough sales on. This is for $275. This is from Iron Studios.
How tall is it? Like 6 feet?
That'd be life size, motherfucker.
Put that shit in my front yard.
It's like the only real values in the stripper pole.
Oh my
That's
god! I mean, oh Jesus Christ, Eric! I mean, you know what? Dude? He made $43,000 more than I did on a campaign. So
he's making more money than any of these fools.
But no, he's earning more. Doesn't mean he's making it. He's because he's paying a lot of that right back out the fucking door.
Yeah, his overhead's got to be big time.
Yeah. Well, his rent's outrageous, dude. Like It's crazy. It's like $15,000 a month. Just
I mean,
for
do
the
you
building.
think he's selling just enough to keep above water, basically?
You know, it's interesting. Ethan, on his Twitter feed, he retweeted something that was written by this one guy who said October 29th is when the bottom drops out. And Ethan's like, how did you know? How did you get the timing so right that it looks like everything seems to be crashing at this particular point in time?
Yeah, well,
I mean, to be fair, comics I've seen have dropped too. I think people don't have the extra money to spend, but it's Eric's graph is this, like down.
Oh yeah, I mean,
up here and then down.
It hasn't dropped 75%.
No, there isn't like this what you want.
It did start pretty high though.
No, he started really high, but he also went out and decided to buy a Vans and hire the Saskas. He didn't have the Saskas when he made $3.4 million. He didn't have them. It was Eric.
He's LARPing.
Yeah. At this point, he's turning people off by hiring these people because people thought that Eric was this guy that didn't tolerate bullshit in his life. You know, no weird stuff. And then you see these movies that these girls have done and stuff. You're like, I can't support this guy. This guy's full of shit.
I mean, they're even the Rippaverse is down by like 75% from what they was originally.
That should be sent out with comics for free.
He's going way MC Hammer.
Yeah.
MC Hammer paid way too many people that he shouldn't have been paying.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Assistant of assistant, somebody else assistant.
I got to cut out soon. Dave, you want to do? I have a Cooking with Jack video. If you want to watch that,
sure.
This is the new Cooking with Jack video. I have not watched it.
All right, so